Hello and welcome to another episode of Nuclear Throne. So we're playing Plant, and we got 2 unlocks in 1 run in the last video, which is pretty cool. I think that's the first time I pulled that off. Either way, all we've got is Crown of Death left to try to attain here. Also, I do want to... Real quick, the last couple videos my bitrate was set really low, so it was a little ugly. Especially on things like the throne fight and in the loop and stuff, because that's what's affected the most by a low bitrate. But that's because I lowered it while I was doing the tier list stream, and then I screwed up and I forgot to raise it again. So, you know, mild silliness. I will take Strong Spirit over Thrumbut this time. Really liked the saplings, actually. Since we are going to be trying to fight the captain this time, I will not take the saplings. Because we want to get Crown of Death, right? Now, if we don't get offered Boiling Veins, I guess we could still just try to get Crown of Death. I don't imagine it'll go well, though. This might be a slightly stupid setup, but we'll try it. We'll don't really have to worry about not getting Boiling Veins, huh? And in fact, we can keep the grenade launcher for a bit longer now. See? Because it doesn't do self-damage anymore. Only because I am at 3 HP, but... You know. See all these rats. Ow. Okay. Let's, not die. On 1-3. After beating the captain on Loop 2 in the last video. That would be a little embarrassing. So yeah, I have been improving, which feels quite nice. I feel like I'm kind of reaching my stride. The shotgun is smarter than the wrench here to have something else other than the grenade launcher. Another walking rad canister there is a little odd. Rhino skin? I guess that's kind of an anti-synergy with Boiling Veins. I'm still gonna take it. I know Trigger Fingers is really good, but like I said, we're gonna be beating the captain, so I don't think I care too much. Hopefully we can just put Crown of Death on, beat the captain. Nice, quick, and easy video today. This is gonna be our 4th Plant video, for our 5th and final one. I know some of the other characters got, 6 videos. Apologies to any Plant enthusiasts out there that will feel slighted by Plant only receiving 5. You know, the ones that got 5 were kind of an exception. I guess I could take Trigger Fingers now. It's definitely better than the other stuff there, so. You know, who knows? Maybe I won't get any unlocks here, and then the next video will have to be another attempt at Crown of Death. I think that's better. But I have faith. You know, hopefully we'll get a good explosive weapon to use as well for maximum fun while we have Boiling Veins. You know, maybe a grenade rifle that we then change out for a super bazooka. That would be pretty sick. But yeah, I haven't been doing so many dailies. Weirdly, it feels like the daily is very competitive. People get really good scores, like I'm talking Loop 8 and stuff, on the daily. But Loop 4 seems to be a pretty consistent high end for the weekly. So the real tryhards are playing the dailies, I guess. No time to play weeklies if you gotta do a daily every day that gets to Loop 8. I imagine that would be all of the game that I would play as well, if I were that good. It's 1 run. I wonder if those really good players ever just have a potato daily, where they, you know, they're usually at Loop 8, and then they die at a Little Hunter in the pre-loop. Ah, didn't fool me this time. You almost did, but no. I think so much of this game, like, yes, much of it is about just dodging and having good reaction time and stuff. But the more I learn the more I realize stuff like positioning is really important. Where you stand matters almost more than how well you can dodge. And then, of course, like stuff like target priority is also important. And using your abilities in a smart way can also help you out. You know, fighting Big Dog here has me thinking about some stuff I want to do maybe after we get Ultra Mutant, because we are closing in. It was a little scary, but we're fine. Might try to do... Well, I'll you know... That may have made it obvious for anyone watching out there, but, you know, I'll try to keep some of it secret. I've already mentioned that I want to do the first publicly available build of the game. You can go and play on Steam. And I want to make sure I back up my save file first in case that busts it for some reason. And could you imagine, like, we were one crown away from getting Ultra Mutant and then it got ruined? Flamethrower ain't the explosive weapon I want, let me tell you that. So we'll hold out for something else. I want to take Bolt Marrow, but Bloodlust is the smart choice, since we don't really have healing yet. And we do have Rhino Skin. I don't know why I thought I had Gamma Guts. One definite downside for taking Gamma Guts, and we saw this on the last run as well, towards the beginning of the loop. I was, oh god. I was just, like, taking random damage to, like, maggots and stuff, because I'm so used to not having to worry about maggots on the screen. But, you know, fine. Energy Screwdriver. I don't think I want to go double energy right now, so we'll stick with the Flame Shotgun for the time being. Yeah, it was kind of crazy, like, actually managing those Crown Vaults effectively. So by the time we hit Loop 2, we had only been into one Crown Vault. Feels good. Feels good. That felt pretty good. I think I'd take Gamma Guts this time, too. Like I said. But, yeah, maybe after we, I also want to, you know... because all of those melting runs I was trying to unlock crowns, I kind of feel like you don't get to see the actual majesty of some melting runs. Especially, and hopefully I will continue to get better at the game. So by the time we circle back around to melting, we will get to see some of those crazy runs with just the perfect build and you just fuck everything up. Right, well, this is not exactly ideal for a little hunter spawn, but if you just kill everything, then you're fine. Oh god. Right, we have Boiling Veins, so we would have been fine there anyway, but you know, still moderately scary. You know, weirdly, I feel like I've found the key to dodging Little Hunter when he comes at you. Oh god. See, that was scary, but we're fine. Just Boiling Veins. The key is just kind of don't bother dodging until he stops and is going to explode, and then just get out of the way. Because if you're like all trying to dodge it over and over, and then you'll be like moving funny and shit. Oh yeah, took Gamma Guts, right? And that will just cause you to like walk into where he's exploding. The true key is just yeah, just kind of ignore him until he stops. Pay attention to that. And now this could be bad advice. Apologies if so. I thought that said Hyper Slugger. I was incredibly excited. Because I believe we did visit the pizza sewers, right? So I don't know, it might be possible to see it now? Hello, fishes. Honestly, sometimes I take Gamma Guts just because it's satisfying to walk into stuff. I enjoy it. Well, we've dissed Bolt Marrow this whole time, but I think that's honestly the play. We'll take Throne Butt as our final mutation as well. Let's dodge somehow? Yeah, Throne Butt really good. Oh god. You stay snared over there, please, friend. Not so friend. Right. Very good. Might be time to change out the what do you call it? The flame shotgun. But we're doing fine for now. It's definitely not going to be the world's best weapon to fight the throne with. I knew I needed to deal with that dog. Because you definitely don't want to have that dog in you when you're playing this game. It's bad for your health. To touch the dog. Where? Rads? I got the rads! I'm amazed. Level Ultra is nice. We said we're taking Big Snare, right? The Devastator. No! Don't want it. Apparently, the only way to make it usable is to have Laser Brain. Oh! Okay! Alright. Nice and easy. This should be Crown of Death for us. Don't want to get overconfident, but this is a absurd set of weapons here. So we'll take a drink since we're at the throne fight. Yeah, and I gotta just be careful about entering the van, but I feel like I've got better at doing that as well. And as Plant, it's not so hard. Because you get access to the lovely snare. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Need all that ammo. Lovely. Dude, Energy Sword is so good. We hadn't been seeing it for a while, but it's back. And the Hyper Slugger is just so good too. You know, I'm enjoying playing Plant. This has not been one of my favorite characters, but I'm liking it. You got me thrown. Ooh, close. Okay, I almost took fucking 12 damage there. That would have been terrifying. We would have lived because of Strong Spirit, but... yeah, taking one of those green balls to the face is real bad. Encountering Shrek's nuts firsthand, not good for the health, is it? That is a lightning hammer. We do have trigger fingers, but this one's better against the captain, so we'll stick with this. Maybe slightly too much spamming of the energy sword there. We're going to want to build up our energy once again. Alright, we've got Gamma Guts, so I don't have to dodge all the maggots, although perhaps it's good practice. Not good praxis. I think that's a different thing. But good practice. There are monsters everywhere, game. I agree. Yeah, Big Snare is so absurdly good. You can kind of just set it somewhere and stand in it. You guys gotta go. Alright. Scary, but we're fine. Well, I suppose I would like to make sure we get the red canister here. Not bad damage. These are slow enough moving projectiles. I should have the skills to dodge them at this point. Maybe we already got the rads, actually. There we go. So we'll put on Crown of Death. And indeed, we will hopefully get an event in the first available level. I kind of don't want to have to do it in the sewers. But the snare might help us out with that as well. Crown of Death, welcome. Would like to clear out this little area prior to the large dogs. Alright, getting better at handling those really fucked up scenarios. Alright, Van, welcome. I'm not getting in there. Oh, I did! Holy shit. Awesome. Oh, I can feel the telekinesis. Not sure of where. There you are. Perhaps there were the two of them using telekinesis at once. That explains it. Lovely, that's one down. Ultra Shotgun? I don't think that's better than the Hyper Slugger. It's good, though. Okay, more bad damage. We're doing fine, though. You absolutely have to die. The Reflected Snare kind of got put in a good spot for me, funnily enough. Ultra Grenade could be insane, actually. I want my energy. I want my energy. Okay, it's terrible. Ultra Grenade? Nah. But I do want to open this for the energy. I think that was worth it. We just gained net gained 10 energy. Alright, let's do this. So, fighting the captain all these times, I'm beginning to notice you can, kind of read what the... Jesus. My wife sneezed and it scared the ever-living shit out of me. It's fine. You can kind of read what the captain's about to do based off sound. Which is not something I usually pay that much attention to in games, but... well, we've completed Plant, haven't we? That's all 12 crowns as Plant. And, yeah, the third video I've recorded today, and I feel like I'm playing pretty well. But we've also got really good runs, so, you know, can't take all the credit. But if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell, and we'll do a daily with Plant for tomorrow's video, so stick around for that.